Hello all. Rewarded ads are ads that users have the option of interacting with in exchange for in-app rewards. This guide shows you how to integrate rewarded ads from AdMob into a Unity app. Before starting, there are a few initial steps required towards displaying AdMob ads and earning revenue. These steps are common to implementing any ad format. I have made a separate tutorial on that as part of this series to implement AdMob ads. You might want to check that out. The link to the tutorial is provided in the description. Rewarded ads are requested and shown by rewarded ad objects. The first step required to show a rewarded ad is to instantiate a rewarded ad object by invoking the constructor with the ad unit ID to be used to load the ad. This is demonstrated in the code snippet as in here. When building and testing your apps, make sure you use test ads rather than live, production ads. Failure to do so can lead to suspension of your account. The easiest way to load test ads is to use our dedicated test ad unit IDs for Android and iOS rewarded ads. They have been specially configured to return test ads for every request, and you're free to use them in your own apps while coding, testing, and debugging. Just make sure you replace them with your own ad unit ID before publishing your app. To load a rewarded ad, call the rewarded ad object's loadAd method. This method requires an instance of ad request as an argument. Apps that require extra data in server-side verification callbacks should use the custom data feature of rewarded ads. Any string value set on a rewarded ad object is passed to the custom_data query parameter of the SSV callback. If no custom data value is set, the custom_data query parameter value won't be present in the SSV callback. This code sample demonstrates how to set the SSV options after the rewarded ad is loaded. If you want to set the custom reward string, you must do so before showing the ad. To further customize the behavior of your ad, you can hook into a number of events in the ad's lifecycle: loading, opening, closing, and so on. Listen for these events by registering a delegate for the appropriate event handler. The most important event is on user earned reward, which is called when the user is rewarded for watching a video. You can also implement other ad events, as shown here. The on user earned reward event provides special event arguments. It passes an instance of reward with a type and amount describing the reward given to the user. Let us talk about available ad events a bit. OnAdLoaded. OnAdLoaded is invoked when an ad has finished loading. OnAdFailed to load. OnAdFailed to load is invoked when an ad fails to load. The message property of the provided ad error event args describes the type of failure that occurred. OnAdOpening. OnAdOpening is invoked when the ad is displayed, covering the device's screen. This is a good place to pause your app audio output or game loop if necessary. OnAdFailed to show. OnAdFailed to show is invoked when an ad fails to display. The message property of the provided ad error event args describes the type of failure that occurred. OnUser-earned reward. OnUser-earned reward is invoked when a user should be rewarded for watching a video. The reward parameter describes the reward to be presented to the user. OnAdClosed. OnAdClosed is invoked when the rewarded video ad is closed due to the user tapping on the close icon or using the back button. If your app paused its audio output or game loop, this is a great place to resume it. Before displaying a rewarded ad to users, they must be presented with an explicit choice to view rewarded ad content in exchange for a reward. Rewarded ads must always be an opt-in experience. To show a rewarded ad, check the isLoaded method to verify that it's finished loading, then call show. Here's an example of how to do this. Rewarded ad is a one-time use object. This means once a rewarded ad is shown, the object can't be used to load another ad. To request another rewarded ad, you'll need to create a new rewarded ad object. A best practice is to load another rewarded ad in the OnAdClosedAd event so that the next rewarded ad starts loading as soon as the previous one is dismissed. To load multiple rewarded ads, follow the steps outlined in the Create a Rewarded Ad object and load an ad sections for each ad you intend to load. The code snippet here demonstrates how to load 2 rewarded ads for 2 distinct ad placements. We have covered everything for this tutorial. I hope this helped you. Please consider subscribing to my channel and pressing the bell button to show your support. Thanks for watching.